When Luka Doncic goes down with an injury versus the Oklahoma City Thunder, everyone immediately says the 65-game rule has got to go, but we are so fixated on the results of the rule that we completely forget the origin story, and therein lies the problem. Let's go back to 2017. San Antonio Spurs Kawhi Leonard saga begins. The Spurs announced that Kawhi is going to miss the preseason in order to rehab a right quad injury. That goes into the preseason, into November and early December, and he still hasn't played a game yet, but he makes his debut and only plays 9 games that year. Tensions rise between both sides. The Spurs are saying it's not that bad. Kawhi is saying he needs a second opinion, and everybody is going back and forth week after week after week. And then we get to March 2018, and Tony Parker decides to say the quiet thing out loud.
I've been through it. It was a rehab for me too for 6 months, so same kind of injury. Mine was 100 times worse. But
obviously, this marks the end of the relationship. Kawhi is then traded to the Toronto Raptors. They immediately say Kawhi is not going to play in back-to-back games. He's only going to play in one of 2. He plays 60 games that season. They dominate the playoffs. They dominate the NBA Finals. They are named NBA champions of the 2019 NBA season. And that's where Adam Silver has a problem, because now he has to go to the NBA owners and explain to them how someone load managed, doesn't play back-to-back games, is fresh for the playoffs, wins an NBA championship. How do we keep our star players from implementing the same tactic? And now Adam Silver has to panic. Now the bottom line is impacted when your star players aren't playing every single night. They're not playing televised games. They're not playing back-to-backs. Your ticket sales drop. People are turning the channel on your games because there's no Kawhi Leonard. There's no Joel Embiid. There's no LeBron James. And now you have to answer questions to the NBA owners. And the reason this is an issue, it's not about the player safety. It is not about the player health. It is about money, money, money. And that's why Adam Silver's panicking, sending out a memo saying in the 90s, NBA stars only missed about 11 games. In the 2020s, NBA stars are missing around 24 games a year. But now we have the 65-game rule, and players are playing even though they're in pain, even though they're injured, even though they have a high risk of injury, because they know ring culture. You don't have an all-NBA first team, all defensive first team, defensive player of the year, MVP, a championship, then how are we going to consider you great? So now they're fighting to maintain or build their legacies, and is destroying their bodies because we have to fulfill a 65-game mark, because the NBA is so terrified of missing that bottom line. And we don't even talk about the flip side where, you know what, I'm going to go against what my body is telling me. Even though I have a calf injury and I could potentially tear my Achilles, I'm going to step on the basketball court because, you know what, you're never going to give me enough credit for playing this game at a high level, being a 2-time finals MVP, and the potential of me injuring myself is greatly outweighed by the fact that you will never respect me because I'm a teammate of Stephen Curry's. But you know what, I step on the court, I tear my Achilles, and you still hate me anyways. But that's a conversation for another day. Give this video a like, subscribe to the channel. Let me know in the comments, is the 65-game rule destroying the NBA? That's one more for the good guys.
I'm tired of being humble. I'm tired of letting people think they got a chance. This is my show. This is my camera.